Hello, this is Mayank and welcome to the channel. So today we'll talk about a more stock called Indian Oil Corporation Limited. So we got the result few days back for this company, and as we know, this is a PSU, and we have a lot of good news in the budget as well regarding privatization of the Indian all the PSUs, as well as sale of some asset for all the PSUs. I think one of them is IOC. Also, government is planning to sell some asset of IOC. So I think those are mostly pipelines which government is going to privatize. So yeah, so we'll talk about the stock fundamentals right now, and then we'll talk about the quarterly results, how it's going to impact in the future, and a couple of news which might be good news in the long run. We'll just analyze that, and we'll find some reasonings based on what we can decide whether we need to buy the stock and what is the target in the medium term. I'll not say long term, probably in the medium term only. So let's start that. So we all know what is Indian Oil Corporation. It deals with petrochemicals, right? So it's a refinery. It deals with refining, pipeline, transportation, and marketing of petroleum product. You would have seen a lot of petrol pumps branded IOC right now. So this is what IOC is all about. We will not go in details of what they do and all. It's a public information, right? So we'll talk about fundamentals. Currently the stock P is only 5.87. That's a pretty low P. Okay, book value is 110. So currently the stock price is below the book value. This is status data in the screener. So it's 95.8. Today it increased to 98, I believe. So this is still it's below the book value. We don't see ROC and ROE for most of the public limited companies. It's usually less. Okay. So yeah, so I will directly go to results right now. So these things are pretty much, we know the company is in debt, but saying that one very important factor we need to notice is the dividend yield in the case of IOC. So if you see IOC dividend is 7.83%. So it's not dividend, it's dividend yield, which is different than dividend. Dividend is calculated based on your face value. So the face value for this company is 10. So if the face value is 75%, that means they're gonna dividend of 7.5 rupees. But when we call dividend yield, that means this is the percentage of the current price of the stock. So the current price is 95 and dividend is close to 7.83%. That means it's a dividend of around 7.5 rupees. So this is what you're earning on your share investment. So if you see, this is much more than your bank deposits, FD or RD, these things. So even if the price remains same, like I'm on the worst case scenario, the price remains same. Not worst case scenario, but it might go down also. But I'm saying a general scenario, the price remains same. Then also you get an return of investment of 7.83%. Then even more than the FD and everything. If you don't sell, then it becomes interest free also if your return is less than 1 lakh when you sell in that financial year. So that's the long term capital gain tax and all. We can discuss that in later video. Okay, we'll back to fundamentals. So right now this was the basics, and we'll go to, since the result has come out, we'll go for quarterly results. So you see, sorry, because of pandemic, June quarter results was only 60,000 crores. It became to 81,000 crores September. Right now it became to 1 lakh 1,000 crores. That's a huge jump from 81,000 to 1 lakh 1,000 crores. I'm sorry. Okay. So right now the company is doing good. Basically, the effect of COVID is getting over now. So people are going out, people are using their vehicles. You would have seen the sales of cars also increasing. So since the sales of cars are increasing, the sales of your fuel also increasing. So right now they have reported a very good jump in their revenue. We'll go to net profit. Net profit had reduced from previous quarter. So the reason behind this reduction in the net profit is because their expense has increased a lot compared to your revenue. So if you see, revenue is increased probably around 20,000 crores. Even expense also increased by the same amount, little more than that, close to 21,000 crores. But even if it remains same, interest has increased a lot. So it was 320 crore on the debt. Right now they paid interest is 734 crores. Because of this high interest and your expense is high. If you say why expense is high? Because the material cost is very high. So employee cost remains same in both the quarters, but 6% material cost has increased. So what is the material for your refinery? It's a crude oil. So price of crude oil has increased from this quarter, so that's why their material cost has increased, and this has directly impacted the revenue net profit. So net profit is only 4359 crore. A big reason for this also is because of tax. So tax they have paid this quarter is 46%, whereas previous quarter it was 28%. Because of this tax, so if we calculate tax as the previous quarter 28%, in that case your what you say net profit will increase, will come around 1500 crore more than the current one, so it will become close to 5800 crores. So when you say 5800 crores, if you keep the tax margin as same, so there is not much difference between previous quarter and this quarter. The net profit remains same in the case of tax if we just keep the tax as same. Otherwise, as I told, expense and all have increased, that's why you can see that net profit is reduced. Okay, now but the good news is that their revenue is increasing quarter on quarter, and their optimization utilization is also getting more, sorry, utilization is also getting more optimized right now. Okay, so they are operating at optimum capacity right now, what they are saying. For next quarter there will be 100% optimization. So this is a growth. So IOC is not a company which will give you a very good 30-40% return in 1 month. That is not a possibility in case of IOC or any public sector company, most of them. But these things is growing. So since it is growing, we can consider that our return on investment will also grow slowly, but it will grow. Okay. Now, so this was we'll say about year on year. So we have already reached this level of 362,000 crores compared to last year. Now, obviously, we can't see this lot number because of this COVID effect. So we can't consider this right now. But what is important is your quarter on quarter rather than year on year. Okay. So now we'll go to balance sheet. So we'll see borrowings has reduced. So last year they had a borrowings of 1,29,000 crores. Right now they came to 97,000 crores. This is similar to 96,000 crores. So I guess this is also going to reduce when this will reach your March to 2021. That time we hope that this will go to your March 2018 borrowings. So when the borrowings reduces, the interest also reduces, right? So this is what the financial says, and they have I'll come to one more topic later about current work in progress. So this is how this balance sheet looks like. So they are growing right now. So there is not much shareholding pattern. There is nothing changed. The promoter holding remains same. The FIIs have sold some small amount of share, close to 0.25, and DIs have bought some share, and government remains same, and public almost increase their shares by very small amount. So yeah, so there is nothing much in there. And now we'll see two important factors. One is quarterly results and one is your few news. So this is one quarterly result. So if you see, we'll just confirm you once the sale increased how much and all. So yeah, so if you see, the sales has increased by quarter on quarter. It was 1,10,000. Here it is 1,40,233 crores, and your total income is 1,46,000 including other incomes, and and there if you see segment results, so basically petroleum products, petrochemicals and everything, it's close to 7,400 crores. And if we go down, so these are the subsidiaries. Now not many people know about the subsidiaries. So Chennai Petroleum Corporation Limited subsidiary, IOC Middle East is subsidiary. So IOC is pretty much diverse business, right? So this is the quarterly result, and we'll see about your so this is the numbers what we can see here. Yeah, so this is the result, 1,47,000 crores. This is the total expense, 1,40,000 crores, and this is what their gross profit, and this is the net profit. So 4,916 crores is the profit compared to previous quarter, which was 6,227 crore. As I told in that previous screener we have seen, this is because their expense has increased. It was 32, it became 45. So that increased by a lot, and also their finance cost is also huge. It was 221 crore, now it's 628 crore. Because of these changes, we have seen the net profit is reduced, but since the sale is increasing and since they are going to operate at more optimum level, we can see that things are moving in a positive direction. Okay, so this sheet which I opened last time, I opened the wrong sheet. It's not results, it's dividend. So the company has given a dividend of 7.5 rupees per equity share. So this is what I told you, 75% dividend, face value is 10, so it becomes 7.5 rupees per equity share. So that's a pretty good return if you see in terms of ROI, like compared to fixed deposit and all. So now we'll see two major news which will impact the share in the future. So IOC is going to provide F-gas. F-gas is aviation gas. So this is mostly used in the case of training schools or any kind of defense related work for Indian government. So this F-gas is non-commercialized aviation fuel. So used by schools and trainings and other stuff. So as of now, this business is very less. So IOC makes only nearly 30 crore of revenue from this. Okay, but since government is going to create a lot of new airports and lot of flights are getting connected from small towns and all, so for to fulfill that demand, we need more pilots, we need more air hostess and everything, and for that purpose we need more aviation schools, and since we have more aviation schools, we'll need more F-gas. So IOC right now, the fuel sale of F-gas looks very small, 30 crore only, but there is an opportunity for IOC to get a good chunk of money from providing F-gas. So this is a new business which IOC is focusing. Along with that, IOC has tied up with Chennai Refinery in joint venture, and the total amount spending is 31,500 crores. And IOC holds a majority stake of 51.89% in that CPCL, Chennai CPCL, right? So right now, so you see two big news coming from IOC. So now we have three factors. One, their sale is increasing. Second, they are in a joint venture. They are creating new plant, and third, they are getting into a new business as well. So considering these three things, and also their fundamentals like P is very less, book they are still below the book value. So considering these things, it's a possible buy. Okay, right now I'll tell exactly that it's a buy, and the target for medium term, probably for me, I'll put a 6-month target. So 2 quarters. So this quarter is gone. Now next for January, February, March, the quarter 4, and then Q1 of 2021. So expectation is that by that time they will reach exactly the pre-COVID level. Right now they are below the pre-COVID level, but the way cars are getting sold and the way people are moving into personal vehicles, and they are also expanding into new segments, considering all this, they will reach the pre-COVID level at least in 2 quarters. So 2 quarter targets, if you see, the target will be at least it will be 140 to 150, right? So immediate target for probably 2 months is 118. Okay, this is the target which we're looking for, probably 117. And if you see long term target, medium term target is close to 150. So right now this stock price is 98 today. So if you buy now, we can target return of around 50%, but we need to keep invested for at least two quarters. It might go to 3 quarters also if they don't reach that sales level, but probably 2 quarters should be enough for reaching a target of 140 to 150. So this is what I want to talk about IOC, since they've announced the result and government is going for privatization and asset sales and everything. So yeah, so this is the video of IOC. So if you like the video, please let us know in the comments, and and hit the like button, and also subscribe the channel if you are interested in this kind of videos. We keep putting some share analysis. So there are a lot more videos also in the channel. If you want, you can go visit them and watch the video and share your comments. So if you want to know about any more particular share, if you want us to analyze that, please let us know in the comments. We'll do our bit. And thanks for watching. See you later.